Packers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Second down, here's Rosen. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's what I do.
On first down, it's Rosen. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 34.
319. Zoom.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. The connection made, it's Graham. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the Pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Rodgers now on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here's Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. They pitch out to Howard. Shreds the tackle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Rodgers going to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
A big welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Glennon. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Rosen. This is Johnson. He's got it. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 12 more yards there.
Much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Hurry up! Hey, check 26!
On second down, here's Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of...
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at the 31-yard line. They run with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side by Cobb. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, they run with Howard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go. We're not going. Jumbo!
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up?
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 48 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Detroit!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Underneath for Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Hurry up, hurry up. Yeah, Liz. Hey, check 26. Yeah, Liz.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers throwing again. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, check 26. Gun, Jelly, don't left, Jelly. Jumbo!
Rodgers now from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Jamar Taylor will be credited with a tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Here's Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Cobb. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now it's Rodgers. set up shop at their own 49-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Lucky 56.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Rosen. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from a yard out. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
There we go. Woo!
Now Dawson for the extra point. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hey, you got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down. So, hey, let's go. Come on. Yeah, Liz.
On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Scat 300, scat 300. You got nothing.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Hey.
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Rosen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, landed. Gone. Where you at? Gone.
Third and long here for Rosen. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Kevin King with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Right now, you got 58. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky punt.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now it's Rosen looking. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. All day, baby, all day.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Caught by Nelson left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 18 yards there and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check.
All right, now, lucky 56.
All right,
Lucky
now,
56.
lucky
Lucky 56. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rosen to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now it's Rosen. Caught here by Conley. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.